did you know most Etsy sellers actually give up on Pinterest ads really quickly? And I know this because over the last 3 years, I have worked with several clients who run an Etsy store, and I have been running and optimizing the Pinterest ads for them. With the lack of the integration between Pinterest ads and Etsy, we had to find a workaround, and I'm actually seeing great results, and I don't want to gatekeep anything from you. So the workaround is fairly easy, and I'll share it with you in this video series. So I want to show you how to do this so you don't have to waste any money making the same mistakes I did and get your shortcut to success with your Pinterest ads for your Etsy store. Okay, so first of all, I want to dive a little bit in why Etsy and Pinterest work so well together. And the, the behavior of Etsy users and Pinterest users is actually quite similar. A lot of people go to Etsy and browse for ideas of what they want their next purchase to be. And actually, 98% of their Pinterest users is coming to Pinterest to get this inspiration for their next purchase as well. So, using and utilizing that same overlap in interest from Pinterest users is actually super powerful because those Pinterest users are often looking for this alternative products, alternative ideas, and they're not really that loyal to specific brands yet or at all, actually. So that's why it's really important to run or to at least utilize Pinterest. And not only that, is that we're actually seeing a year over year increase of purchases on the Pinterest platform itself as well. So it's no longer only the place where people put their mood board and try to find products for their future home that they will purchase in like 30 years or so. So it is really the best time now to hop into Pinterest ads and actually be one of the earlier adapters and using this to promote your Etsy store. There's also a very big benefit of using Pinterest ads for your Etsy store, and that's kind of like a double dip because not only will you drive traffic to your products and get sales, obviously, if you're doing it the right way, but also you bringing that traffic and having people adding to cart, checking out, and afterwards hopefully leave a positive review will also help you rank higher and be higher up in the search results whenever people are using the Etsy platform to search for a product. So it will also help your Etsy ranking as well, and that's really like a double dip basically because you're getting sales from Pinterest users who are using Pinterest in the same way that like a lot of Etsy users use Etsy, but it will also help you rank higher in this Etsy listings, or not the Etsy listing but the Etsy algorithm. So that's why it is so super mega important in my opinion to use that Pinterest ads to scale your Etsy store. So there is a great way to set this up, and actually it is so much cheaper than running the traditional Pinterest ad. So I'm even implementing this strategy with a lot of clients that do have the Pinterest tag installed, and we can actually run based retargeting based on add to carts, etc. And of course we cannot do that with the Etsy store. So what you want to do is basically, to give you a big overview, is be really, really specific on targeting those people who have very high purchase intent. So it is super, super vital that you actually really know your audience very well. Know what kind of search terms they're using on Etsy as well, or what kind of search terms they would be using on Pinterest. And of course, if you haven't used Pinterest yet, that is going to be your best guess, but you know your audience, so you're the one that's gonna be able to guess the best. So if you have those people who have that search intent or have that purchase intent, and you're targeting them with your campaign that you are setting up to target those people who have never interacted with your brand, so that will be cold traffic, you want to use those keywords or very highly specific interests that they have. And in this way, you're only targeting a very narrow audience, but an audience that you know is very likely to convert into a sale. Then, what you're doing at the same time is creating audiences based on engagement. So, you're sending out those pins, those ad creatives that you're promoting to that specific audience that you think will be converting the most likely. And Pinterest will start gather those data of those people who are doing pin clicks, who are saving the pin, or who are doing outbound clicks to your website. And based on this, you're creating an audience, and those people in that audience are very likely to convert if they haven't already. So what we're doing is retargeting those people again based only on that audience. And in this way, you're creating a little loop within Pinterest where you're optimizing your the Pinterest algorithm, learning it to understand who your customer is and who your ideal client or who your ideal customer is. And in this, so it is really important at the same time, because you cannot track your add to carts or your checkouts, that you are really looking at the data within your Etsy store and see, okay, do I see an increase in add to carts? Do I see an increase in checkouts for those pages that I'm actually sending traffic to with my Pinterest ads? And if you're seeing that, you know, okay, I'm on the right track and this is working for me. At the same time, you're also retargeting those people again and again. And that's really powerful because you're really creating brand awareness. So people will start to, in that niche that you are in, people will start to see you with different ads over and over again because they have engaged with your pin. So those are not people who have just scrolled past your pin in their feed. They have actually saved it or done an outbound click. And in this way, you're really gonna stay top of mind to those people who shown interest. So you're not wasting any money on people who are just scrolling by, and you're not paying for those people who are just like for just the impression. So it is a very cheap way of running your Pinterest ads because you're not relying on the pixel data, you're not relying on cookies, and everybody's blocking their cookies nowadays. So it's kind of a wild west in some way. Well, the tracking is quite okay, but like, you know that there's a lot of tracking that will be inaccurate. And in this way, you're actually working around the tracking issues and you're creating your own audiences that have shown interest in your product, and you're going to show your product to those people only. So that's the big overview. In the next video, I'll show you more detail on how to set this up, but you have a great starting point from here to get started with this. If you want to have a deeper dive, you can grab my cookie-free Pinterest funnel right beneath this video, and I'll walk you through it step by step on how to set this up. It's only $9, so it's not it's not very expensive, and you can actually get great benefit from it today if you get started. So I'll see you in the next video where we'll cover this in more detail. And in the meantime, if you have any other questions, or if you have been running Pinterest ads in your Etsy store and you're just not sure if you've been doing it in the same way maybe already, make sure to drop a comment below, and I would love to hear from you, and I'll answer everything that's underneath there. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you.